Ain't Linda perish aboard the Titanic because there was no lifeline for our ancestors. Again, hit that like button, share and subscribe, and don't forget our ancestors who died on the Titanic. Black Titanic.
Mika and Candace, they had wrote a lot of songs together, and those two seem to be very good friends. They kind of stay connected with one another. But the two sisters, they disconnected. Seemed like Tamika was always on Latasha's side, even though Latasha is wrong when it comes to the group. Their main problem in this group was Tasha's husband, Rocky. Now, they're coming together with SWB. SWB wanted a producer that everybody can agree on. Latasha not having it because, of course, she wants her husband. So they got some kind of production team. They said that they don't like. That production team is friends with Latasha. I guess something Rocky has to do with it, and they haven't. They said they haven't did anything for them, but Latasha not hearing it. She don't want to go on no tour with them unless Rocky is involved.
Hey, what in here? What we doing? What in here? What in here? This is the old Candy and Tiny song. Hey. Come on, go check it right now. I don't even know it, man. You don't know what you're doing. You gotta stop it till you get an engineer. Hey, girl. Y'all in here working.
Candy and I were great friends before XSCAPE started. Tiny and I was too. I brought them to my sisters. We all hung out. We had a good time. We got in trouble together. And now we have a business and making money together.
Don't you got some snacks in here, girl? So I'm hungry.
Candy got snacks. She keeps snacks.
What about the rumors about Candy and the radio interviews?
We're not going there. It is a whole new season. No.
She has said some real foul things about me that was not true.
Had Jermaine not been sleeping with Candy, the group might not have broken up. That's what she likes to do. She slept with the whole Social Dell. She slept with his daddy. She just likes to sleep around. That's what she do.
We mended things after we got back together. What was that, 5 years ago?
We're going to keep moving.
Well, y'all know that hurted Candy because Candy said that was a lie. Tamika accused her of sleeping with Jermaine Dupri and his dad. And at that time, Jermaine Dupri and the dad was their producers. I don't want to do anything without Rocky, her husband. I'm telling you, Rocky seemed to control her. He kind of remind me of my son. I also do Tisha. That's who he remind me of. This girl right here, he got complete control over it. I saw her doing a interview, and he walked up there in the middle of the interview and whispered in her ear, and I guess he was telling her what to say and what not to say. But she would not do anything without Rocky's input. Right here, they want to solve the two sisters' drama, but they also want to talk about business. And she just not having it because Rocky is not there.
Or they meeting.
I gotta have my mind right for this meeting. I don't want
You don't want to drink too much.
We are too grown, too old to be like letting things come in the way of our money. We gotta get Tasha and Tamika hopefully on one page so we can get to the bag.
That's so sweet. Great meeting.
A prosperous future.
Yeah.
a prosperous future. I like it.
So, okay.
And good sex.
See you. Oh, girl, all the time.
There's some salmon or something in there look pretty good.
Hey.
Hello.
Family.
What's up, girl? Yeah, what the is going on?
We haven't fallen off.
I personally feel like we should get new management. I feel like we should get somebody that everybody can agree on and that everybody can feel comfortable with. It's been...
Oh, y'all know she's not going to kick Rocky out the way, and y'all heard what they said, that management is not a good management, so they want new management. Meanwhile, Rocky is using this money that he makes off of his wife and his mistress' life. Yeah, you heard it. His mistress claims she has.
She never directly answered a question because she needs to go talk to her brain, which is Rocky.
What will it take for you and Tamika to put this issue together?
You guys right here, this Rocky is whispering in her ear because he do not want her to answer the question without him. And this is a problem with this group. This group can't get anywhere because of Mr. Rocky. Oh boy. Let's keep going.
What are you whispering over there to her, Rocky?
If she don't have him around, she's not gonna give you an answer. I think, as you said, you wanted to talk about it and discuss it. We're here to talk, so let's just go ahead and talk about it and try to get through it.
We're dysfunctional, but we don't hold ourselves accountable. We have so many different issues, and all we do is just sweep them under the rug. We never address them.
I just don't want us to keep going through the back and forth if we don't have to. Let's try to nip some of the shit in the bud that we know that we can fix, buckling down and putting our personal to the side.
Mm-hmm. Easier said than done, but yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now that's what SWB is saying, that they're in their 50s. They don't do that anymore. SWB said that when they were younger, they might have been full of drama, but they're in their 50s now. They have grown up. And this group still got the same problem. First it was Candy and Tasha. Now it's the two sisters. And in the center of everything, then of course you know Rocky. Rocky is a major problem in this group also.
It's a sisterly love here. It's nothing, never gonna change that.
Why are you still mad at me? Please.
Why are you still
We're not
mad?
going to do this
Yes,
because
we
we're
are
not going to do this.
We talking. Let's talk. Let's get everything
No,
out.
because what we got to talk about is my mama, and I'm not doing this in front of everybody.
Your
We're
mama?
not doing this. Our mother.
You said mine.
Our,
You just
okay,
said mine.
I corrected myself. I corrected myself. Our.
Okay, but mama ain't got nothing to do
Yes.
with.
Now, I'm gonna speed it on up. She feels like her mother make a difference between those two. Yes, she do. She feels like mama. Mama make a difference. Even when mama went, she told mama that she had stole her money.
What? We're
Yes,
talking
she does.
about
Yes, she
Right.
does.
what she got to do with it.
I'm not going to talk about this right now.
Stole
Go
your
ahead.
money.
No. It's not like they don't know what's going on. No.
Your energy is like, it's just.
Well, I just hope that they can mend this group. Oh, I love both of these groups. You guys, I just love this group. This group is just so fabulous. Y'all know Escape and SWB. Wow, those two groups are just the bomb, y'all. Really, oh boy. But they can't seem to come to no conclusion. Also,
I do have a little anxiety, ain't gonna lie, going over here. My mom, I love my mom. Oh my gosh, I love my mom. But when it comes to my sister, it's a whole different story.
Tamika, I've been hearing little bits and pieces of you and Latasha conversation about a test. If you don't mind, why don't you just come by here and we're gonna sit down and let her explain her feelings.
I mean, there's nothing
Let
to
her
explain. If you don't understand,
all we need to do is sit down and
okay, according to Tamika, they were shooting. And so they never did do the concert. So everybody had to rush to their trailer. But Tamika and Latasha was locked out of their trailer. Latasha left her. Her sister left her. Her sister in management left her. So then she asked her why did she leave her. Of course, I would be upset too. Somebody shoot me, and you didn't care nothing about my safety. You just left me in the middle of all that. But then Latasha told her to kiss her A. Y'all know her A. So she said, you don't have an A to kiss. So meanwhile, Latasha feels like she body shamed her when she was saying that. Now, the reason Latasha was so upset with her because she was always known as the big girl in the group. So, she feeling really, she just felt like her sister shouldn't have went there because when she was younger, she used to cry on the sugar show. Her sister showed her all the time about people picking with her weight.
Have a conversation.
Jesus be with me. Tasha is definitely my mom's favorite child. It's been like that since we were kids, and I don't know why.
Okay, you're talking about sibling rivalry. Some mothers are like that, you guys. I used to feel like that growing up. I felt like my mother favored my younger sister. She was the baby, of course. And and I used to feel like she favored. And then we on the outside looking in. You guys know friends that are like that too. That you can see the favoritism. All right, let's keep going.
Hey, is this Tamika right here? Hey, baby. Hey, Ocean. Good to see you, darling.
Hey,
What's up, T?
hey, baby. Look at her looking like a rock star. A little short dress.
Hello, Tamika.
No.
And who you are?
You don't even know these days. You don't even know these days.
Nice to meet you.
No. Give me a hug.
I noticed that Latasha and her mother almost look like twins, but right here they're hugging each other. So I just wish that they could get back close together. But anyhow, we're gonna hear some issues that need to really be resolved. And once again, Rocky in the middle of it.
Yes, sis. Oh, we hugging now. What you mean we hugging now? We always hug. Don't you look cute? Thank you.
Okay, ladies, I'm glad that you all made it over here. You're so welcome.
I'm trying to figure out what is really going on with you all.
Make me understand why you wanted to send a blast out to everybody.
We were locked out of our dressing room for a whole hour. My sister went and left. I felt some kind of way because if I'm paying you to do a job and you leave before the job is done, then you need to be reprimanded or whatever.
Tamika, it doesn't matter.
This how they left. I'm sitting, not even paying attention. We outside. Mind you, they were shooting.
Ooh, you guys, mama wrong. Tamika gets up trying to tell her side. When Tamika turned around, she's whispering behind Tamika's back to Latasha saying she's jealous over you. And y'all know what? That makes me feel like what Tamika is saying is true, that her mother showed favoritism. Yeah, she's sitting up there telling the other sister that Tamika is jealous over her. She whispering it.
I was performing, okay? I'm talking. We're a whole hour into being locked out of our dressing room.
She don't care for her sister's safety. She didn't care about her safety. People were shooting her. She left her. And she told her to kiss her A. And all she said was, you don't have an A to kiss. But she coming off as being real selfish. I don't really know Latasha that well, but I'm telling you, this not looking good for you, Latasha. You seem like you're that spoiled sister that your mama favored. And you guys seem like y'all finna double team on Tamika.
Shamed you?
Yeah. How did I body shame you?
They've all talked about everybody's butts.
She feels like Tamika body shamed her in the text.
How?
Tamika said if you had an ass to kiss.
That's a figure of speech, boo.
Really? It's not been easy for me in this industry. I've always been known as the big girl. There was a particular time that we performed in Boca Raton. I'll never forget. and I sang my face off. The manager came. She was like, the big girl, you know, she sounded really, really good. The compliment went out the window. It was like, oh, so did anybody tell me my name was Tasha?
Tasha, Tamika, it doesn't matter.
Do it.
Tamika, it doesn't matter. None of that is that
We family
important
at
to
the
me.
end of the day.
We family now. A month later, we family
We
now.
always family,
Really?
but I can't do nothing about
We
that.
family. Oh yes, you can.
You know what? I'm going to do something about it in a few minutes.
You don't never hear when she say something bad. It's always what I say.
Okay, Mom.
Now y'all wish I could see what y'all let me tell you, that grandbaby sitting over there. I think they said she's 26 years old. Grandbaby sitting over there listening to this, and then you got grandma over there seemingly like she's taking up a little Tasha. All right. Grandbaby over there not feeling it because that's her mother.
Okay,
Wow.
listen. What did she say that was so bad?
She didn't say.
What did Tasha say that was so
we're
bad?
family and she can't help that. You didn't just hear her say that, Mama?
You hear because I'm so candy.
And that offended you?
It's like this all the time. It's always 2 against 1.
Tamika, that is not
It is,
true.
Mama, it is.
I stand up for you.
Mama, when have you ever
I stand up for you many times.
never against Tasha?
What you want to come against me for?
When you do things wrong, Mama get quiet.
What do I do wrong?
When you stole my money,
I know about this silly rivalry. My mother was just like that with my baby sister. She couldn't do no wrong. That's the one that cussed me out all the time. We senior citizen, and she still feels cross those boundaries with me because of issue like my mother always took up for her regardless of what was going on in the household, whether she was wrong or whatever. And so now we're senior citizen, and she still feel the need to lash out at me. But anyway, let's keep it rolling. Y'all just finna hear we're gonna come out this girl mouth. It gets deep.
And it you?
it's like this all the time. It's always 2 against 1.
Tamika, that is not
It is,
true.
Mama, it is.
I stand up for you.
Mama, when have you ever
I stand up for you many times.
never against Tasha?
What you want to come against me for?
When you do things wrong, Mama get quiet. When you do stuff, when you stole my money, Mama didn't say nothing. When you and Rocky stole my money, Mama didn't say nothing.
You and Rocky stole my money. Rocky always in the center of everything.
Mama got quiet, just like she quiet now. Several years ago, Tiny Mom told me about a new royalty that we were all getting for being in the group. And I told her I hadn't received my royalty checks.
Mama, don't do it.
So she did some investigating and found out that my checks were being sent to my sisters. And they had been cashed in my sister's husband's account. Over $30,000.
You didn't say nothing. You think that was fair?
Ain't nobody steal your money,
Y'all didn't steal my money.
You ain't got nobody to steal.
Y'all didn't steal my money.
You ain't got
Tanisha,
nobody.
my best friend's about to lock you up. And I told her, don't do it. I gave her all the evidence. You stole my money.
Wow.
Rocky ever stole the money from Tamika?
No.
Yes, he
How could he
did.
steal
Yes,
money?
Rocky
Is my
did.
question. How?
Allegedly.
Yes.
Rocky,
You and Rocky was
know that.
y'all did. I got evidence. You want to go to jail now? Because you can still go to jail.
Tamika, you wrong. Y'all cut the cameras off and you can get out of my house.
You want to act? You want to
Cut
put
the
a camera
cameras off and you can get out of my house.
Turn the cameras off now?
You need counsel.
She need to calm down. Well, you know y'all ain't right.
Stop it.
I bought it. Oh.
Feel so good and you want it again and again. When you try to break free from your abuser, it is like withdrawing from an addiction, and you will experience extreme withdrawal symptoms. You will find that you try to break free several times until you decide that enough is enough. Trauma bonds are compared to an addiction because the abuser is so good at love bombing. You crave that hit every time. It's like a drug. Every time you get your hit, you feel so good and you want it again and again. When you try to break free from your abuser, it is like withdrawing from an addiction, and you will experience extreme withdrawal symptoms. You will find that you try to break free several times until you decide that enough is enough. Trauma bonds are compared to an addiction because the abuser.
So this coming out of Destiny Camp, and I find this so weird. This girl has bullied Mel and talked about how Mel was broke. And so now we're watching this in genuine live up front. First, Martel begging the fans to quit talking about him, quit spreading stuff about him. Now, Destiny Camp is saying, please contact Carlos because we definitely need more exposure. Let me show y'all something. Y'all see that? Let me see if I can get it to come on. Yeah, this is Destiny in her, and this is her camp right here. Whatever the case is, she feels like she's not been getting no exposure. She feels like she has been abandoned, that Mel is getting all the exposure, that all the fans is favoring Mel. But I'm telling y'all something, it's called karma. You picked the wrong people to follow. You decided you was going to follow the Scots, knowing that the Scot was using you and you was trying to use the Scots. So everybody business is failed. Martel business is not doing good at all. Stokes got all these lawsuits. Stokes is a complete failure. Why y'all shading this girl? Want her to fall, want her to have the hard time. She constantly is rising in success. She's rising just like an eagle. Y'all know how an eagle do. An eagle just glides through the sky. It don't flap its wing in distress. It just glide on through the sky. That's how it gets around. And that's how Melody is getting around. She just glide on through with her success, with all of her blessing. And we're watching it in real lifetime where she says, for every time y'all come after me, the enemy coming after me, I'm getting blessed 5 times. So now this girl is begging Carlos, please talk to the fan because she needs more exposure too. Talking about Destiny.
I ain't giving y'all the information that's already out there. Is Quad gone? That's been a question, hasn't it? We haven't heard too much from her or about her, have we? Carlos, where you at, Carlos? Give us some answers, Carlos, since you know everything about our dang show. Tell us what's going on with that, Carlos. Major Parks really got her foot in the door. Is that the G coming back? Yes. Yes. And his fiance. But y'all won't. Y'all know that already. It's been confirmed already. I ain't giving y'all the information that's already out there. Is Quad gone? That's been a question, hasn't it? We haven't heard too much from her or about her, have we? Carlos, where you at, Carlos? Give us some answers, Carlos, since you know everything about our dang show. Shifts in atmosphere simply because you walked into a room. The God in you is going to set other people free. So stop running away from who you are and just become. You're about to become everything they feared that you would be. Oh, she's just too much. Well, yeah, you are. Oh, she thinks so highly of herself. Well, baby, you should. Oh, she's so extra. Well, that's just who God created you to be. You see, you've been running away from who you are. But you know that somebody else's excellence is just you getting started. God's created you to shine. God's created you to be a step above. God's created you to be ahead of the pack.
And the enemy has been trying your entire life to tear you down because he knows that once you come into the full realization of who you are, that the God in you causes demons to tremble the moment that you wake up in the morning. The God in you shifts an atmosphere simply because you walked into a room. The God in you is going to set other people free. So stop running away from who you are and just become.